What is my opinion? Oh, the AI situation. And there it is. My own editor wants to start war. The AI situation. Okay, before I talk about this, since you are forcing your streamer to react, right? Chat, what is your reaction? Chat, what is your reaction? What is your reaction, guys? What is your reaction? The NTEAI situation. Genuinely. Can we have coherent sentences? Coherent sentences. Like type out actual sentences. What are your honest opinions about the AI situation? I don't care. Kalanka's gonna can. I don't play the game. I don't play NDE. I don't care. Still playing the game. I think it's naive to believe all new games have AI gen in them. Why even use AI? I don't know what is going on. I don't like AI slop. I don't play the game. Okay, how about if you don't play the game, then silence, right? To the NTE players. To the NTE players, they are playing the game. What are your thoughts on the AI situation? My honest reaction, okay, Hoyo shows and Kurobo, I think if Hoyo and Kuro didn't open the high AI, so they're with AI. If AI comes out with things I like, I don't really care. I still like them. I don't play live sim. Silence. I don't care. I'm not complaining. Bro, if you have nothing productive to add to the discussion, do not add anything productive, alright? NT devs needs to give RAM as compensation. What is the AI situation? The slop takens. Massive day for the unemployed. I see. I don't play slop. Actual Caster's armpits. That seems pretty right. Even E33 use AI and everyone loves it. Are fucking ads. Hey, exclamation kick has no ads, by the way. Exclamation kick does in fact has 0 ads. You can join the kickers and they will be happily be bubbling all the other time. Yao Guang Pits V. I like boba. Okay, so basically, I've yet to see. I've yet to see. Is it yet to see or yet to see? Seen. I have yet to see a single comment so far that is like really against this whole AI situation, right? So from my very bare minimum surface level understanding, because your streamer, bro, we have been on peace, love, happiness for like 20 billion years. Also, I'm too fucking old to be involved in unemployment situations regarding the AI situation, right? Because we do be making guides, we be playing games and everything. From my very bare minimum understanding is that NTE used Gen AI, so generative AI, to make.
I see.
Thank you. Juyasha, thank you so much on 23 months. They used Gen AI to put it in their billboards, their movie theaters, they are like little like posters in the overworld as like a way to show more life to the city, because they don't actually have a proper billboard, poster, or movie yet. So they used generative AI, like art, trailers, cutscene. There was one with like the Wuthering with you. Is it Wuthering with you? I'm not sure if it's like Wuthering with you or like your name. And there's like one with like straight up just like it's like AI stuff. It's like the things that you will see from like Sora AI. Right? They just make like random Gen AI stuff to like their random areas on like the map. So when people discovered this, they were really upset, because Gen AI is essentially you are deriving that artwork, whether it be a picture or a video, from generative inspiration, right? Hence the name Gen AI, right? It is derived from another animator, another piece of art, and then you create it into your game, right? So the current situation is basically there's like two camps. Camp number one is this is really bad, because Gen AI is essentially making people lose their jobs. All right, because like if companies can use Gen AI, why would they hire real artists for like music, for art, for videos, for whatever, right? And also it shows that they are not very transparent with like their stance on using Gen AI in the trailers. Then on the other camp of people, like camp 2, is mostly I would say the general public, they just don't care. Because number one is a very, very small part of the game itself, because it is purely just from like aspiration. Like you see the posters, you see the trailers, but like the actual gameplay doesn't really get impacted. It is just there for you to like see as like for immersion, right? And number two is like most, if not all games, does have some degree of AI assistance in the big 2.6. But it's just that a lot of these like companies, they don't actually like show it. Right? Like you wouldn't really know whether or not people use AI in their work. Because as long as the end product has been delivered to the consumers and the end users, people don't really care. It's like why like boomers or like normies that are like not perpetually online on like Twitter, they don't really care about AI because to them it's like funny. Right? There was this whole like debacle with like there was this the Studio Ghibli. There was this huge AI wave on like Instagram filters. Like you can like turn your pictures to like Studio Ghibli. Or like boomers that just watch and make like random AI slop. Because it's just like entertainment. And at the end of the day, they are not getting impacted with like these kind of like entertainment. They don't really care. So that is the NTE AI situation. And all this is like it's getting quite a bit of like volume. Because I think like what Ironmouse cancelled her reasons of explain, and then same for like Shai Lily, and then like there are people on Twitter like yapping, and like there are a lot of like strong opinions on this whole AI instance. With that being established, personally speaking, I find it very hard to give a fuck. And that sounds bad. But me as a player, I am essentially playing this game for what the game itself is, which is the aspiration, the combat, the units, the gacha, and everything else. So whether or not I see a billboard that's made with like AI slop, or like don't see a billboard made with like AI slop, it doesn't really change anything from the enjoyment I derive from the game, because I don't enjoy the game more or less if they used AI in their billboards or their trailers. It's like the game fundamentally, it was fun to me because it is a refreshing open world gacha game. Right, it is like urban. The character progression is pretty interesting. The module system, the quality of lives, right? The Easter eggs, the no 50-50. Like that is what makes me like playing the game. Right, and with or without those AI posters, it wouldn't take that away from me. The bigger issues I have with the game does not stem from AI. It is more so like from my experience, the development cost at level 40 onwards is very, very hard. So like, if you want to raise up units to level 60, the beetle coin is like a huge shortage. You have like very, very low beetle coins to invest. I don't really like the way the combat works because it is very monotonous and it can get stale. And I guess the biggest potential problem is that if they don't keep the game refreshing, there will be a far more serious issue to make the game like go into difficulties. Because in 2026, there are just so many gacha games out there. There's like way more than like back in like 2022 or 2023, right? So if at any point of time, if I stop having fun in NTE, and I feel like nowadays gacha games, their honeymoon period, they will last shorter compared to last time, because there's always a new gacha game popping out, right? So after you're done with exploration, right, you 100% the map, you clear out the endgame content, the combat itself is really not as fun as I would expect. That is what would make me not like the game, and it wouldn't be because of AI. So those are my gripes with NTE, mainly through the actual gameplay as well as the progression for the late game resources, right? So those are my 2 cents. But at the end of the day, all right, you kind of do have to acknowledge that using Gen AI, it is a very, very sensitive topic, especially for people whose livelihoods depend on Gen AI. Right? Like it is inevitable that if like more and more companies use AI, the old employees, artists, they will probably get their jobs taken. Right? And it is unfortunate, it is sad. So at the end of the day, I will see you guys on the Clips channel. thank you. All right, that will be my 2 cents. That will be my 2 cents. Right, thank you. At the end of the day is gonna end. Okay, so that is at least made the AI original, not copy out. Yeah, exactly. Like they could have made the posters like not Gen AI. They could have just, because they already have like so much effort made into like the art, right? They already hired like so many like animators to like make the cuts and everything. So because it's such a minor part of the game, it seems like a very small area that they could have easily fixed up by employing real art and like real traders. Because it is a very small portion of the game. Or like fuck it, just literally just put like a random screen there that says like in development or something. Then it probably would not be as much of a controversy. But it doesn't take away from the fact that the game has like way bigger issues outside. Like the bugs in this game is actually pretty insane. There's like a lot of bugs in this game. That is, I would say, way more game breaking than AI. So for example, right, you could like abuse bugs to have like infinite furniture or like infinite cars or like like you can like essentially break the game's economy with the bug exploits, right? You can like glitch through walls to do like your poor heist, and that will actually have an impact between like players who want to spend money. Because if people can exploit bugs, why would they spend money, right? So that is like a way bigger thing that they should be tackling instead of like the placeholders or not placeholders for the billboards in the city. All right. So, and then what I do, it is what it is.
You have cooled your last cool, my man.